Chapter 5. Making of the Constitution. Introduction. The Constitution of a country is the foundation of the nation-building process. Let us understand the meaning of the term Constitution through the example of the football game. In football, there are 2 teams and many referees. The spectators are also a part of the game. But which is the most important factor in the game of football? Is it the player, the referee, or the spectators? Who has the final authority to take decisions? It is the referee. However, the referee makes the decision based on the rules of the game. Therefore, the rules and regulations of the game are the most important factor in the game. Without any rules, we wouldn't be able to play any games. Similarly, a country functions on the basis of certain rules. These set of rules are known as the Constitution. What is Constitution? A constitution is a body or system of fundamental laws and beliefs by which a country is governed. Thus, it is an instrument which helps in the functioning of the government. The Constitution is superior to all other laws. Various organs of the government work within the framework of the Constitution. The Constitution defines the nature of relationship between the citizens and the government of the country. It also defines the relationship amongst the citizens. The Constitution defines the powers of the government and sets limitations to use these powers. The Constitution also outlines the rights and duties of the citizens. To summarize, the Constitution determines the structure and functions of the government. Need of the Constitution. 1. The Constitution outlines the fundamental rights of citizens. 2. It defines the structure of the government and the nature of the legislature, executive, and judiciary and local governments. 3. It outlines the procedure of decision-making and policy-making. 4. It also defines measures to check the government's powers. Thus, the Constitution is essential for the proper functioning of the government. Constituent Assembly of India. The Constituent Assembly of India framed the Constitution of India. The Constituent Assembly was formed during the British rule in India under the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946. The British Cabinet Mission was a group of 3 British ministers visiting India who held talks with Indian leaders in order to help in the formation of the Constituent Assembly. During the British rule, India was divided into provinces and states to aid administration. Some states were governed by princes and were called princely states. The members of the Constituent Assembly were elected by the members of the assemblies of the provinces and states. Initially, the Constituent Assembly had 389 members. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the chairperson of the Constituent Assembly. he chaired the first meeting of the Constituent Assembly on 9th December 1946. After the partition of India, the number of members fell to 299, where 229 were from provinces and 70 from princely states. The Constituent Assembly set up 22 committees to formulate the constitution. Vallabhbhai Patel was the chairperson of the Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights, while Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru headed the Union Powers Committee. The committees submitted reports based on which the drafting committee made a draft of the constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. The draft constitution was published in February 1948. Changes suggested by the members were incorporated after discussions, and the constitution was adopted on 26th November 1949. The Constitution of India was completed in 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. The Constitution of India came into effect on 26th January 1950. This day is celebrated as Republic Day. Preamble. The preamble to the Constitution of India is an introductory statement which outlines the purpose of the Constitution and the tenets and beliefs on which the Constitution is based. The preamble delineates the objectives and vision of the authors of the Constitution in terms of the kind of country they envisioned. The preamble is thought of as the key to understand the Constitution. It is based on the Objectives Resolution introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru in the Constituent Assembly. Let us have a look at the preamble of India. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Now, let us understand the meaning of each part of the preamble. Parts of the preamble. 1. The opening words, "We the people of India," signify that the Constitution has been drafted by the people of India through their representatives and not passed down from an outside authority such as a king. 2. The nature of the polity or country is envisioned to be A. Sovereign, which means independence. India is externally free from the control of any foreign rule and internally the people directly elect a free government. B. Socialist, that is, everyone has equal status and opportunity, and the government will attempt to equally distribute wealth amongst the citizens. C. Secular, that is, all religions are considered equal and citizens have the freedom to practice a religion of their choice. Also, India does not have a state religion. D. Democratic, that is, the government is for the people, of the people, and elected by the people through universal adult franchisee. E. Republic, which means that, unlike a monarchy, the head of the state is not a hereditary position but is elected by the people. 3. The objectives of the Constitution is to provide Indians A. Justice, that is, fair treatment without any discrimination. B. Liberty, that is, freedom of speech and expression, freedom to practice the religion of their choice, and the freedom to follow their beliefs. C. Equality, that is, everyone is equal before law and there is equal opportunity for all. D. Fraternity, that is, there is a feeling of brotherhood amongst all and individual dignity, both of which together ensure unity and integrity of the nation. The Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949 but came into force on 26 January 1950.
If you like our videos, please do share and subscribe to our channel.